When it launched in 2013, Mitsubishi's Outlander plug-in hybrid seemed to break the rulebook when it came to defining what a plug-in hybrid should or shouldn't be. Unlike the vehicles that came before it, the Outlander plug-in hybrid was an SUV rather than a smaller sedan or hatchback. It discussed for the first time the possibility that a plug-in car didn't need to be a small, lightweight city car. It also came with CHAdeMO DC quick charging as standard, allowing owners to quickly refuel the car's 12 kilowatt-hour battery pack from empty to 80% full in under half an hour. Up to this point, plug-in hybrids only came with a 3 kilowatt onboard charger, allowing the car in question to refuel from empty to full in around 3 or 4 hours, depending on pack size. Rated to tow and with all-wheel drive capabilities, both in electric and hybrid mode, the Outlander also seemed to be more than just a plaything for the wealthy inner-city dwellers. Instead, it showcased that it was just at home in central London as it was in the countryside. Again, it was the first plug-in with off-road capabilities, something that caused it to gain a lot of attention in its launch markets. If that wasn't enough, the Outlander plug-in hybrid was sold in many of its launch markets with an MSRP that wasn't thousands more than the standard internal combustion engine model it was based on. Instead, it was priced at the same or nearly the same price as a regular Outlander. Launching into a market and a market segment where it had very little competition, the Outlander plug-in hybrid became very popular in its European launch markets, with the Netherlands selling more than 24,500 examples in the first 2 years of sales, just behind the 30,668 examples sold in its home country of Japan, and just ahead of the 17,000 and some examples sold in the UK. For a while, it even outsold the Nissan Leaf in some markets, with customers opting for the larger SUV over the smaller family hatchback. It also, I should note, caused plenty of animosity in the UK, with Outlander plug-in hybrid owners making use of the then-free rapid charging networks along major motorways to usurp all-electric models like the Leaf and iMeaf with pretty high regularity. Meanwhile, outside of Europe and Asia, the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV ramped up sales in Australia and New Zealand, and while neither country had particularly large sales figures in those first few years, they got to enjoy the plug-in SUV many years before North America, which, for whatever reason, there was a whole load of excuses, saw the Outlander launch delayed again and again. That finally ended at the end of 2017 when Mitsubishi North America introduced a mildly revised version of the plug-in in both the US and Canada. Given that the Outlander PHEV is so popular elsewhere in the world, you might then think that the Outlander would be flying off dealer lots in North America. But so far, that's about as far from the truth as possible, with only 3,000 or so examples selling in the US from January through September, and added to the 99 sold last year, it's an abysmal figure. It's also less than the 4,000 or so that were sold in Canada during this year so far. For reference, Mitsubishi has sold 5,731 Outlander PHEVs in the UK this year so far, and the UK has a population around 5 times smaller than the US, and Canada has a population nearly 9 times smaller than the US. So what's going wrong? Why isn't the Outlander PHEV selling well in North America? Why isn't it flying off dealer lots? When Mitsubishi North America kept delaying the launch of the Outlander PHEV in Canada and the US, there was discussion of demand being higher in other markets and therefore North America being pushed back to ensure that there were enough cars elsewhere to meet demand. There was also some issues with the both iMeaf and Outlander PHEV battery packs, which caused a pushback in launch, due again, supposedly, to a lack of supply. But today the skeptic in me has to first lay blame at the feet of Mitsubishi. I've heard of people struggling to get hold of a car to test drive, and some people waiting for a really long time to get cars they've ordered. This would suggest that Mitsubishi isn't engaging its dealerships and isn't sending many cars to North America for customers to buy. Granted, Mitsubishi isn't a particularly large brand in the US. Despite the US being a much larger car market than Europe, Mitsubishi is more popular in Europe than in North America. So far this year, it's sold just under 93,000 cars in the US. That's more than 100,000 cars less than Ford sold in the month of September in the US alone. And that's super sad because I think, and is backed up by some of the feedback I've heard from you on this channel, that North Americans do want the Outlander PHEV, as do buyers in other markets around the world. Sure, the Tesla Model X can outperform the Outlander, but it also comes with a price tag that's nearly twice as much. In a world where SUVs are becoming increasingly popular in every single country, a plug-in hybrid SUV that isn't much more in terms of price than a combustion engine SUV, that offers similar power output, better performance, and combined fuel economy figures you'd only normally see in a hybrid, and matches fuel economy figures of other SUVs when the battery pack is completely empty, well, it seems that Mitsubishi is willingly missing out, or it's sitting on the crown jewels of plug-in SUVs and it doesn't realise that it needs to make more effort to try and sell them. What do you think the problem is with the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV? Why isn't it selling better in North America when markets around the world are experiencing very high demand? And what would your advice be to Mitsubishi and its new alliance partners, Renault and Nissan, to get more bums in seats? Leave me your thoughts below. That's it. Don't forget to give us your thumbs up or thumbs down, leave a comment, and as always, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification below. As always, thanks to our amazing Patreon supporters, without which we would not be producing any content at all, at least not with such regularity. We are, of course, always welcoming of new supporters at patreon.com/transportevolved. And now, if you sign up through the month of October, you'll get a discount. This month, we've just launched our very own special Halloween t-shirts. Anyone can buy one right now by following the link to our shop below, but Patreon supporters who donate more than $5 a month will get a store-wide discount for the month of October, including $5 off that shirt. So thanks for watching, and as always, keep evolving.